Hi, it's Miles Red Songbird in New York City. Counting down till Christmas. Today is December 7th. Oh, Pearl Harbor happened. Well, that's a long time ago, and we've forgiven Japan. We rebuilt Japan, and I'm going to, this is the St. Francis record collage. So I'll begin here. Let's see. It says Eve's Sons, Nature's Secret in Past Lives. This is Orville Wright, Orlando, Florida, Rodriguez, This Life. This is William Hayes, one of the knights of King Arthur's Round Table. This is a little poem. It says, I took this blank paper and made of it this. Can I get a kiss or a hiss? Just some feedback so I know people around exist. Eve, Mother. Okay, now this one. It says, Christopher Columbus, now St. Patrick, now Melanie L. Spear, mother of St. Kabir and Hiawatha, Ostara Gloria. Christopher Columbus, a mother of Babaji, projection of Jesus Christ. Rosie the Riveter, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Shirley Temple, Jandara Ransinger. This is Rosie the Riveter, and this is Jandara Ransinger, and this is Shirley Temple. Okay, she's the mother, Christopher Columbus. Melanie Spear is the mother of Mr. Rogers, who was Alexander Graham Bell. Josh Groban projected. Seth Ransinger. This is a statue of Mr. Rogers that exists in Pittsburgh, where his show came from. Seth Ransinger was Shiv Dayal Singh Ji, Jesus Christ Consciousness. Okay, so that's that part of the family tree. This one. Eve's son, Singh, plays alternative to rock music. Her brother, Melanie's brother, Sing Birdsong. Sing Birdsong, once Jimi Hendrix, greatest instrumentalist in the history of rock music. It's a picture of Jimmy. Notice he's dressed kind of like an Indian with the head bandana. Jimmy Singh was projection of Sly Stone. He was also George Gershwin, Mozart, Vangelis, the Greek electronic music composer. It's a projection because he's still alive. Sing Birdsong was King Arthur. He was King Charlemagne. He's a grandson of the sun. The Supreme Being, now King of America. Sing Birdsong is our king. Good wins most everything. Well, all right. Rock music, get it? Rock music. How obvious. The truth is obvious. Owen Benjamin said that, and it's really true. He's a genius. This is Saint Barbara, the great martyr, Raoul. He's in the writing group also. Here he is in an art group that made himself a mask. Isn't that great? That's great work. These are some more of the masks. That's really good work. Mask, project, and art group. Okay, let's see what we have here. Some people are hard-headed. Hard-headed. They'd rather be homeless than to pay rent. See Trevor Drew. That's Trevor Drew. Okay. He's crashing on my bed. I didn't know he thought he could move in with me, so now I can't even open the door to him. I told him to get an apartment. He works. I did talk and share therapy with him. I tried to get him to read Money, the book by Tony Robbins. You know, he just wants to play baby. This is Sheila. Sheila is a leader of Wednesday's art group. And she was Leonard Bernstein. She really gives a lot to her job. She you know, in music she moves, in art she instructs and helps, and she does a lot of work. Leonard Bernstein was that way too. And then after work, she goes and picks up her son from the library. So she's a busy lady. Thanks. This is the thank you tree. See, thank you tree. It says thanks to Paul Revere, Eve's husband in a past life, Alex Jones. Okay, he's really paying the price for warning us about our enemies. They've taken his livelihood and everything. It's very sad. I hope he gets it together and they stop censoring him. This is America. We're not supposed to censor. We're supposed to have free speech. So let's enforce that law and get Alex Jones back in business. This says the land of spirituality, India, Beas, the Punjab, and the arrows pointing here and here and here. Planting grass in green spaces. That's what they're doing, planting grass. This is from the book, The Equilibrium of Love. It's available at Amazon.com. And Gurinder Singh had it. This is Gurinder Singh. Also Jesus Christ, also Santa Claus, also the Buddha, also St. Valentine. He had this book put together showing how heaven on earth, this book, Equilibrium of Love. I'm so tired, I'm not even pointing at the right book. I just had to do this before I lost momentum, though. I knew I needed to go to bed. But anyway, so he had put this book together because the Darrow, where his headquarters are, he's a spiritual teacher there at the Darrow. They show us how they put together the physicalized heaven on earth in this book. And I think we should follow their blueprint and do exactly what they've done because they have marvelous results. Look at that tree. Is that beautiful? Okay, what else? We have Judy Ruttinger. This is Judy. Once the First Lady of the U.S., Eleanor Roosevelt. She sings, Judy sings, she writes poems and stories. She draws realistic likenesses. She is well educated. from Catholic schools. Here she's drawing in the art group. I love that sweater she's wearing. She always dresses properly and well. She doesn't, she just has a lot of dignity about her. Okay, this is Gregory Potts. He's an Aries. He's in the art group. He's drawing here. Some Christmas decoration that I took pictures of in the TV room. This is the other part to it. This is a picture of a tree that I took in Chelsea on, I think it was 17th Street off of 8th Avenue. Somewhere in there. Okay, this is Bear Mountain Inn, and these are, that's Gloria. I know that's Gloria. And this is Alex. I think that's Carl. I saw Carl earlier. Is that Carl? Yeah, that's Carl Larson. Anyway, it says the annual trip to Bear Mountain was St. Christopher's doing. He's the program director here at St. Francis of Assisi, residence 1, 2, and 3. Chris was St. Bartholomew also. On one of the first collage I did, I have a picture of Christopher. We call him Chris. The royals, that's Princess Kate, Prince William, Prince Harry, their children. And they just had a new baby, Prince Louis. And let's see what it says, rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. Here's some rocks. Remember that? Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle. Isn't that terrible? This is negative into the song, so I just put the beginning of it. And so it says, rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. Prince Louis is Mother Teresa reincarnated. So the world is very fortunate to have Mother Teresa back, and Mother Teresa is very fortunate to be a member of the royal family. Eve was Queen Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen of England. Okay, so we're connected, because Eve, of course, is an American citizen. Mild Red, Songbird, Michelle Birdsong. So we're connected through England, and America is connected. It says, you must begin by knowing that you have already arrived. Your true nature lives as perfect as an unwritten number, everywhere at once across space and time. Richard Bach, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And this is him, Jonathan. What does that say? Oh, he was St. Andrew. That's right, St. Andrew. I wrote Andrew up here because I messed it up here and you can't tell what that says. One of Jesus Christ's closest disciples, known as the first called. That's Jonathan. He's wonderful. He's a social worker here. He's also a husband and father, a bass player. He's amazing. Okay, what else? Let's see, this is Santa Claus candies. Everybody, Christmas with me, Christmas without candy. This one is caramel and milk chocolate. You have to be careful about the candies that have eggs in them. And eggs would be chickens. Oh, I didn't even read this. We give thanks to Queen Eve Isabella of Spain, and to the explorer she sent to find a better world, Christopher Columbus, for finding this land that Babaji is turning into heaven on earth, designed by the mother. This is Babaji. Okay, I told you who he was, Jesus Christ and Santa Claus. Designed by the mother of the earth, Eve. That's Eve. Mary, she was Mary Jesus, the wife of Jesus. Mrs. Santa. Einstein, she was Evangeline, mouth red, songbird. And then I went on to tell you about Christopher Columbus. Okay? This one I didn't read. Here. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Lou Ranzinger. That's Lou Ranzinger. This is a video on YouTube. It's called Rubik's Cube, I think. Sneezy. Yeah, Sneezy. It's really cute. Check it out. It's a Rubik's Cube. Okay, let's see. Where do I go next? I don't want to miss anything. Let me go. Okay, Jonathan. Okay, let's go up here to the top. This is April. Has been with her husband 30 years. She is our chef, a flower. All women are flowers. She is, some have thorns. Some are thorns, some's a rose. She is the projection of Govinda Singh Ji. That's Govinda Singh Ji. Jesus Christ, Santa Claus, the Buddha, St. Valentine, Louis Armstrong. Lots of singers he was. Always willing to hug. That's Charlene Kelk, Eve's mother from another life. She's the grandmother of the earth. Eve is the mother of the earth. John Milton. This is Milton Harris. He was John Milton, the author of Paradise Lost, and he was Homer of the Iliad and the Odyssey. He's Eve's dad in a past life. Okay, here he is in art group working. And she's in art group too, but she's more like the muse. She just sits around and says encouraging things. She doesn't really participate physically. This is Iris, the sister of Eve's daughter, Robin Birdsong, because she's Eve's daughter. Past life, in the past life, right. And she's a very sweet kitchen worker. She is the sweetest. She just, she does the work without getting angry. Some of them get angry. Okay, let's see what else we got here. What's this? Oh, I know what this is. These are the saints. Jesus Christ Consciousness Saints. And so I named them Shiv Dayal Singh Ji here. That's Seth Ranzinger this life. This is Jagat Singh Ji, Sing Birdsong this life. Govinda Singh Ji is Govinda Singh. Charan Singh next to him. Charan Singh Ji Maharaji, he was a king. He's now the baby in my womb, one of a twin. And this is Sawan Singh Ji. Sawan Singh Ji. This is Baba Jamal Singh, that's him. Is projection of Govinda Singh Ji. Baba Jamal Singh was my mother, who is now Jindara Ranzinger. Where's her name? Oh, there's her name, Jindara Ramsey. Okay. Now it says, the St. Francis of Assisi, now Robin Birdsong, Queen Victoria, once Empress of India, once Dr. Seuss. This book she co-wrote. It's called Sneezy the Greasy. This is Robin. Sneezy the Greasy Babysits Abigail. Author Robin Birdsong and Michelle Birdsong. Illustrator T.J. Robshaw. She was Dr. Seuss, and she does the same excellent job he did in this book. It says, St. Francis of Assisi, Robin Birdsong is planting a kiss on the head of Swamiji of Agra, Seth Ranziger, the grandson of Eve and nephew of Robin Birdsong. Okay, it says here Adam, this is Adam, first creature on earth, what he self-created, was Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, George Harrison, the Beatle. His name now is Michael Bublé. Okay. Gautama Buddha, Govinda Singh Ji, the enlightened one. He talked about enlightenment. Okay, let's go over here. Okay. Son of the Sun. This is the sun. Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, Sir Paul McCartney projected. Architect of heaven and earth is, all those people, is Govinda Singh Ji. That's Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm so awkwardly placed here. Okay. And this is Mrs. Santa. Did I read this already? And Mrs. Jesus Christ, Eve, the mother of the earth. Okay, I'm getting done here. This is Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. And Merry Christmas, Mary and Christ Day. Photo of the Father. This is the Father. Of the Father, the Son, taken on 8th Avenue and 17th Street in November 2008 by Eve, my red songbird. I took that. Okay, let me just have a glance around and make certain I told you about everything on this collage. I think I did. Yes, I think I did. Okay, let's not forget who the power is. He's the king of the cosmos, Govinda Singh Ji. With all that good energy, Jesus Christ, Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, and the Buddha, St. Valentine, all about love. It's Mild Red Songbird in New York City. Talk to you again later. Bye-bye.